Sure.
Hey! This street... You talk big.
We might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good. But I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Terrace into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this: when we win this war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I'd never turn down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokarpat.
What do you want? I don't waste time with fans. So if this is about an autoprint, forget. Wait a minute. You're no fan. You're... Well, get it all. Don't...
Mokau dangya foki. Chachiska do punta kakaspaka. Banno oto.
Takum justak miki grabal mogo. Kachi chu ai thao dong. Tong hai tuam gigi yumalith pa ang inkotu. Takum justak miki grabal mogo. Kachi chu ai. Takum justak miki grabal. Tong hai tuam gigi yumalith pa ang inkotu. Tong hai tuam ji karadumpa kunpa yiya mokapata. Bunan takum justak miki grabal mogo. Kachi chu ai thao donga tulpada bonk molya gando danago.
You got any armor plating for my spook bike? I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed. Don't worry, junk man. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
Juhtajan kelpaa. Hoisidan kelpaa puheltaa. Kolotusti vanhemmuut. Juhtajan kelpaa. Hoisidan kelpaa puheltaa. Juhtajan kelpaa.
Yes? Only people who have business with the Sith are... If you have a pass, why are you... Only people who have... You can ask. Go. Only people who have... Ha! We know who we have business with. If you don't know how to get in... Go.
How much for all this stuff, Tybark?
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha.
Thanks, Tybark. Catch you next...
Uchua penki. Chiwa aita kan kicha na jupornibo. Tong hitwama ag 5 tune.
Jolie, it is you. I need your help.
Laura,
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
Oh, it's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Laura. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Laura. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
So, do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess.
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away. Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruit. In case you have... Do you mind? I don't know if you've got what we're looking for. Jedi aren't generally suited to mercenary work. If it's north of here, just east past the first courtyard, it's just off the north end of the second courtyard. You can't miss it. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Be careful here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place it doesn't belong, and you might not like what you find.
I hope you're here to play some Pazak. So clear.
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Achani can help you, though they lack the stomach for certain jobs. Why do you care? There are other mercenaries you can hire, though I suggest they're not so desperate they have asked for my help as of yet. They lack the resolve to do what needs to be done. The Achani believe in a non-existent, but I am Iridorian. Honor comes from slaying your opponent, and the true reward of any job is the taste of your foe's dying blood on your tongue. Yes, I'm not surprised. There are few on this war.
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
You're new around here, aren't you? My name's Duan. Care to buy a Sith girl a drink? That is, unless you're one of those simpering Republic soldiers. We Sith are interested in a lot of things, but I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here... Are you some kind of historian or something? You should forget about the past, look towards the future. That's why I joined the Sith. The Republic is old news. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do absolutely nothing. Malak should send... But I don't really want to talk about that right now. Oh, I get it. I get a little bit wild, and you want to... Come on, what's the matter? Afraid I'll drink you under the table? Seems I'm not ladylike enough for some men. Well, I may be a woman, but I'm still a...
Hey man, clear out. You're cramping my style with the ladies.
I am not for hire. Perhaps... Ask whatever you wish. Perhaps you should ask them. The Republic prefers not to deal with my kind. The mercenaries they hire must be failing, as they are never heard from. Perhaps. But my business with the Selkath is my own. I have no fear of the fish people or their laws. There is no evidence I have done any... You speak the blunt and brutal language of my people. We share the love of death and bloodshed, but we are a rare breed on this planet. Even the Sith here are as weak as the cowardly fish people. The Sith sought to buy my loyalty with credits, as if wealth could somehow quench my burning bloodlust. They would have been better off hiring a Chani for the errands they had me running. The task paid well, but was boring, and beneath me. I was told to lure the Selkath youth to the Sith embassy. Nothing more. I lied, I threatened, I promised, and I brought the most promising youth of the fish people to the Sith, and there I left them. To what purpose I neither know nor care. Perhaps when the Sith learn I have betrayed their secret, they will try to kill me. I would welcome the excitement.
Sounds like the Sith are trying to win this planet by corrupting the Selkath youth. Much more subtle than their usual methods.
Is there more you would ask of me, human? Nanan has no such things, unless the Selkath have them hidden away at the bottom of the ocean. Is there more you would know? Yes, I'm not surprised.
The Republic respect...
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they...
I hardly call 6 against 3. They were provoked, Your Honor.
I suppose your Sunry's only hope. Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked.
They say everyone on Manon is equal, but...
I'm sick of hearing about Manon's new...
Simply because it was real does not mean Sunry would have overlooked it being in Elas's hand. Jolie, what are you doing here? Alora sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the Cellcast seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed. Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Alasa there that night, but it's not what you think.
I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Alasa into a double agent working for us.
It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my heroes cross at a crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Cellcat, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get anything else I can help you with. I want my... Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Cellcat already... But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame. Anything else I can... Go ahead, ask. How would they know? They weren't... I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith. Very well. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the war...
I hear you've been appointed as our... Sunry is... He's a cripple. And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Find the
I have nothing more to say to you.
You're the one... The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty... Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he... No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible. What do you want to know? There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. Normally, I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take... The other is a regular named Feareth Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he don't know anything about him other than anything else you want. Well, okay.
Chiki kun selkat, Jona mulira tong glupor kinbanok. Glupor kakin ja nawabagaon, uf mala nibo. Glupor tong hit wanaji. Glupor yon tung chiwi ita, bola chikne mulira glupor kinbanik chalo. Glupor chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Glupor nibo jimata glupor tang hit wamaji selkat ad ingkot tune. Glupor picha ge borang turang glupor wangki yuma. Kun muli ras limo tang abag sinshan glupor ninong kili glupor chiwak aita kan kicha na selkat. Glupor nibo glupor sha glupor pampa ki muli ra kun kin. Glupor chachop tangi selkat wamaji kuna. Glupor ag inkotune. Glupor chachopa. Glupor bagwa shank konti machit
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me? Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen her kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics. I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that... And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know... well, Alasa was a Sith, so of course she'd... I didn't see anything. 100... Thanks. I was in my room, minding my own business with the latest copy of Pazak Week. Being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately, I didn't go out right away. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty. Sunray kept the rest... I'm not saying... And there isn't any... Yes...
You're the one defending... Well...
You, Jedi. I hear you're investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface. Let us just say that I'm an interested party, and that I have concerns. This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunri and Elassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the... If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek it. Because you have no one else to trust. Not Sunri, not the wind. And if you take my advice, what have you to lose? Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our... Time is a critical factor. We cannot allow the Sith to
Hey, if you got a problem, go talk to our diplomatic representative. Don't bother me with it.
So, you're the one Roland has got to help us interrogate this prisoner. He's a Sith spy we picked up a little while ago, snooping around outside trying to get in. We thought he was suspicious and brought him inside when the Selkath weren't looking. But it seems the Sith have done a pretty good job of conditioning this guy. We're not sure exactly. If you can The Sith protect their really important spies with some sort of mental force feedback system. They can turn their minds in and combine this with conventional training to resist interrogation, and sometimes it takes... Do you want to... Well, the training the Sith gave him will protect him from most normal interrogation techniques, and also from force persuasion. He was with another man when he was first spotted. We think it was We also seized some personal documents he had on him when he was captured. It would seem that he's married to a woman named Tila. We checked this in our computers, and it seems to hold up. We've sent a couple of agents to it. What we have here is your standard issue truth serum. It should make him spill his gut. Because of his conditioning, he's able to resist it at small doses. But if you give him it causes short-term memory loss. This may work to your advantage because you can try the same tactic over and over again. Shall we get it? Hey, you! Wake up! Someone wants to talk to you.
Boy, what do you want? You're not.
The Sith will never trust you again, spy. We're the only place you have...
Never. I am Sith. I will never but... You think me... Boy. Tila. You think No. Please don't hurt her. Please. Do whatever you want. Or...
The gutless Sith worm is already starting to crack. We'll have what we need. Damn! He blanked out.
Boy. No, please. Do whatever you... You think bribes will work? You must be... Or...
Of course, they would never believe we let you go so easily, but they would all too happily believe you betrayed them.
All right. All right. I'll tell you what you want to know.
What's the passcode to the Sith base?
It's Zeta 245698 Alpha. Just no more.
Good. With this pass, you should be able to get into... Just don't delay too long, or they might learn.
Yes?
Hey, great! You sliced the encryption on those cards. They change the codes regularly, so you'll have to...
Con mulis limo poiwan. La boda na winkis, la tuka ul. La boda na winkis makdoma, jiska da soki. Ubabatu.
You again. Didn't I tell... I was in my... being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that... Sunry, I only heard of once or kept the rest of the building up half the night with her damn... Yes, she rented a room every week or so. Coincidentally, it was right about... I'm not saying anything like that. What? And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal... Oh. I didn't see any. 100 credits isn't enough for the kind of trouble I'd be... Thank. I was being still... You can't... Sun kept the rest of the building up half the... I'm not saying... And there isn't any rule... I was in my room, my... Being... You can't... Sunray kept the... I'm not... And there... Oh... Since you put it that way... Well, one time, I saw Alassa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alassa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest. Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
Hey, Tyberg, how's it going?
Chiwa aita kang kicha na jupornibo.